I consider it a privilege to be in your home. And I try very hard to not insult my viewers. And I'm going to try hard in this segment. But it's going to be very difficult. Actually, you know what? That's not true. Most of my viewers are going to go, "You're right, Randall." It's the random person channel surfing that might feel insulted. All right, let me set this up. Play the clip, please, of Hillary saying that she's going to raise taxes on the middle class.
Because while Warren is standing up for a fairer tax code, Trump wants to cut taxes for the super rich. Well, we're not going there, my friends. I'm telling you right now, we're going to write fairer rules for the middle class, and we are going to raise taxes on the middle class.
All right, I am going to grant, I haven't heard as of yet, Clinton's campaign saying we made a mistake. Clearly from the context, she said we're going to not lower taxes on the middle class. We're going to give the upper class, the rich, we're going to give the middle class a break. And then all of a sudden, we're going to raise taxes on the middle class. I truly believe it was a faux pas. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm being stupid. But what's crazy to me, is that people cheered. The room broke into applause and cheers. You heard it. Play the clip again. Just let the full impact of this sit on you.
Fairer rules for the middle class, and we are going to raise taxes on the middle class.
Are you hearing that? People cheering that she is going to raise taxes on the middle class. Who is she talking to? How stupid are those people? And that's just where I said I'm not trying to insult anyone. I'm trying to wake them up. Sometimes when I talk to my children, I say, "Are you out of your mind?" I'm trying to shake them, rhetorically speaking, back into reality. So the president and the Secretary of State tell us that this was not a ransom. And then they tell us, well, there's a lot of things that Iran does that we don't like, and we think that they're going to use this money for roads and for infrastructure and for schools, and it's possible that some of the money might go to things that we don't support. They're talking about murder. The Iranian government, they are murderers. They murder people. They give money to Hezbollah to commit murder. They gave $400 million to a group of people that will murder Christians and Jews. They will pay for hits, assassinations, murder. And these vile, despicable people in the White House gave them the money with which they will commit murder. Now, just hear me. You better believe I'm upset. I'm enraged. And I'm almost as upset with the American people that could vote for Obama and that could give Hillary a pass. Play the clip about this being old news.
So I want to start with the news of the day, particularly on Iran. Now, you've talked pretty tough on Iran. You've also taken credit for working with President Obama on a dual-pronged strategy to deal with that country. Today, America learned there was a shipment of $400 million worth of foreign currency on a secret air cargo flight to that country. Did you know that was coming, and do you approve of it?
Well, the White House has addressed this, and I think actually this is kind of old news. It was first reported about 7 or 8 months ago, as I recall. And so far as I know, it had nothing to do with any kind of hostage swap or any other tit for tat. It was something that was intended to, as I am told, pay back Iran for contracts that were canceled when the Shah fell.
The case in front of The Hague.
That's right.
We were trying to settle. So that being said, do you approve of it? That's a lot of money to fork over to a country that you yourself have said isn't very trustworthy.
Well, look, I think we know that the agreement has put a lid on Iran's nuclear weapons program. I consider that to be a very positive step. We also know that our businesses want to now do business with Iran, and we're taking that very carefully. And we also know that there are outstanding legal challenges by the Iranian government against the United States government and other U.S. interests. So it's all part of the same picture, but the most important thing is that we have, in my view, prevented Iran from racing to getting nuclear weapons, which is very much in America's interests.
And yet Republicans will say, no way, no how do you fork over cash to that regime?
Well, that's because they want to continue to criticize the agreement, and I think they're wrong about that. I have said the agreement has made the world safer, but it has to be enforced, and I have spoken out very strongly about how I will enforce this agreement. I will hold the Iranians to account for even the smallest violation, and that's exactly what I think needs to.
Do you see this? This poor young kid. This is why Hillary did not have a seasoned reporter ask her these questions. It's not old news. I know we got to take a break. You got to wait a minute. I got to finish this. I can't come back and do another segment on this. I'm going to come unglued. It's not old news. It's brand new news. We just found out that $400 million in unmarked cash was shrink wrapped and put on an unmarked cargo plane and sent to Tehran, a state sponsor of terrorism, the largest state sponsor of terrorism, I might add. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars to kill innocent people, and we just gave them 400 million more. And the average American voter who is supporting Obama and supporting Hillary doesn't give a rat's behind about it. What is wrong with them ethically? They cheer when Hillary says she's going to raise taxes on the middle class. Who are these people? What has become of us that we've become this stupid? And I mean stupid. So I'm talking to a friend yesterday, and he goes, or she says, this is someone from Nebraska, says, Hillary is evil, Trump is stupid. And the reason she said Trump was stupid is because he says very, very a lot. Very, very, very. She said, listen how many times he says very, very. Mark Twain said, if you want to never use the word very in your writing, exchange it for the word damn. This is very good. No, put in this is damn good because, excuse my language, but because this is what Mark Twain said. He said, because your editor will always take it out for you. Mark Twain said that the word very is one of the worst superlatives. You just don't use it. So Trump's using it all the time, and her argument is, she's a school teacher, she said, Trump is stupid. Listen, he's a multi-billionaire. He's deliberately talking that way. He's not stupid. He's actually playing a role. I might not like the role. You might not like the role. I might not like the use of the word very. It's not a sign of stupidity. It might be a sign of genius because he is not trying to play to the erudite. He's trying to play to the working man, to the working woman who's had it with Hillary and with Obama. And here we go down this path where we're being lied to. All right, this is ransom money. Come on. It's ransom money. And they're telling us it's not. And then they're saying, well, maybe some of it will be used for things we don't care about, we don't like. It's murder. Some of it's going to be used to kill innocent people, Americans, Lebanese, Christians, Jews, people in Israel. And we gave it to them. And now we're supposed to let Hillary off the hook and for her to go, it's old news. It's not old news. This is treason of the highest order. And you have born-again evangelicals that are going to vote for Hillary. You have Roman Catholics that are going to vote for Hillary. Tell those people they're in sin. It is sin to vote for these people because your hands will be helping their hands to commit acts of murder. Okay? Killing babies in the womb is murder. Funding an Islamic terrorist state like Iran is paying for murder. God save us. Christ save us. Lord Jesus, have mercy on us. I've got to take a break. I will be in better spirits when we come back. But I'm telling you, the mission of this program is not to simply give you data. You can get that anywhere, okay? It's to put fire in your belly so that you will raise up your voice like a prophet of old to condemn these acts of evil and to rattle people out of their stupor. Because the country is dying, people. It's dying. And if Hillary is elected, that's going to be the burial, okay? That's going to be the burial. And then on the tombstone, they can write, "Here lies the United States of America, taken by its own hand. It was suicide." And the people that did it were people who say that they're Christians.